morning, everybody. Bronze medal game here in the Rolling Hills tournament final. Bow Valley versus the Mcknight Mustangs. Mcknight dumps that into Bow Valley zone. He puts on some pressure. Comes out in front with a scoring opportunity. Shot just wide and held by Chu. Back to the point for Mcknight. Block there at the defense. Rebound shot wide. Bow Valley looking to clear the zone, but dumped back behind the net again by Mcknight. Either lost an edge, but he'll eventually grab the puck, move it up to Mcknight. Ewan has that knocked off his stick, and the Mustangs keep it in. Now Bow Valley will move that up across the blue line, just up to the blue line and just over into neutralized territory, forcing Mcknight back into their zone. There's some foggy windows this morning here in the arena, so tough to see in the near corner. Mcknight moves it up the boards into neutralized territory where Bow Valley intercepts and moves it back into Mcknight's zone. Play is moved up past McNeans now. Mcknight moving into Bow Valley territory. Puck knocks off that Mustang stick, and Colton Nielsen, no, that's Grayson Gagne will pick it up. Feed it up to the blue line and across into Mcknight territory. Shot and he scores! Nice shot, backhand by Gagne there. Eludes the netminder. Bow Valley's off to a 1-0 lead. Apologize, folks, my Wi-Fi looks to be not super strong this morning, so I'm just going to try and work on that a little bit when I can. Bow Valley off to a 1-0 lead. Pass up to Gagne again. He'll move that up to Jackson Siegmiller. He moves across the blue line and now cutting in towards the net. Shot up high, scores! Siegmiller. Face off back at center ice. Bow Valley up 2-0. Devins battling for that puck. Devins now with it, moving in. Knocked off his stick by Mcknight defenders. Moved up to the blue line. Mcknight will gain control and now dump it up to neutralized territory. We've got a 2-on-1, 3-on-1 materializing here for Mcknight. Puck knocked off his stick though. Pass cannot connect. Now Bevins with it. Bevins will move it up to center ice. He moves past the defender, gets it in on goal and shoots wide. Strawn moving in. He's 1-on-3 there. Shot high over the net. And Mcknight will dump that down the ice, relieve a little bit of pressure. Looks like we'll have an icing call. Face off back in Mcknight territory. Alright folks, hopefully with the camera issues figured out here, it's there's 9 minutes 40 seconds to go in the first period. Get the clock fixed up here too. 3-1 for Bull Valley over the Mustangs thus far. Mustangs dumped that into Bull Valley territory. 3 Bull Valley defenders surrounding the player there. Looks like a penalty upcoming here to the Mustangs. There's a bit of a cross check to the back of our defender's head there. So I think Bull Valley will be going on the power play. Bull Valley power play. Face off won by the Mustangs. They'll move it around the boards and ice it down for kill some time off the clock here for the Mustangs. Colton Nielsen back after it now, up to Jack Bevins. Jack can't collect the pass. Jackson Siegmiller will collect there. Back to Easton Perd. Perd up to Gagne. Pass just a little out of his reach, so the Mustangs will pick that up again and look to dump down the ice. Close to the too many men call there on the Flames. Mcknight now with it at the blue line for Bull Valley. They're going to bring that in and look for an offensive opportunity. Now it's moved out. Hartel will scoop that up at center ice and take it wide on the defender as he cuts towards the net. Oh, takes a hit, but gets the shot away off the side of the net. Now it's back to Beleni. Beleni up to Cron. Cron will find a teammate at center ice. Now it goes through Dolmach's skates over to Hartel. And Mcknight picks up there and will look to clear the zone. It's kept in nicely by West there. And shot on goal. Pittman with the shot on goal there. 49 seconds to go in the Bull Valley power play, or less, I guess, if they end up getting a goal here. Back to the point. Pittman moves it over to Beleni. Beleni gets a shot through on goal. Nice deflection there. Still loose. The goaltender had it, I guess. The referee blew the whistle. Shot let go there by Hartel. Nice kick save by the netminder. Now Pittman over to Hartel. Misses the one-timer. Nice shot there collected by Beleni. Gets it in on goal. Nice save. Kept in there at the blue line. Nice job there by Pittman to hold the line. Moves that into Beleni. Beleni with a shot. Nice save by the goaltender. Netminder's done a good job here helping with the penalty kill. 7 seconds to go in the power play with the face-off to the right of our location, the left, the netminder's left. Face-off controlled by Mcknight. That'll be dumped down the ice where McNean heads back after it. Lucas turns away from pressure. Moves it up to Robson. Robson just about loses that puck in the slot area, but Jaden Lee collects it. We'll move it up here to the near boards. Offside there on Mcknight. Whistle down. Just outside Bull Valley territory. Bull Valley in the lead, 3-1. Mustangs, we're looking to put some pressure on here. Scooped away nicely there by Lee. He'll find Roll on the near boards. Roll looks up across center ice, but the Mustangs intercept and bring that up towards Bow Valley territory. Falling defender there just manages to knock that puck away, but Mcknight does come in here. The Mustangs looking to get a shot away. Robson carries forward now for the Flames. And Lee backs him up and dumps it into the Mustangs territory. Mustangs move up the near boards, cross center ice, 3-on-2 shaping up. Mustangs, some good passing into the zone. Now Roll will pick it up and move it up ice. Picked off there by the Mustangs. Mustangs look to dump it in, but it's picked off there quickly by Schweitzer. Now the Mustangs have a good opportunity right in on goal. Nice save by 2. Siegmiller now skates it away. Up across center ice into Mcknight territory. Shot on goal, scored! Nice shot there, far side by Siegmiller. Tough save for the netminder. And the Bow Valley Flames are up to a 4-1 lead. Bow Valley controls here. Bevins moves it up to Gagne. It gets away from him, but he'll pick that up behind the net. Mustangs player loses his footing. Up back to the point now. Purd will get a shot in, deflected by Siegmiller. Nicely done with his stick there. He's got some nice skill there with respect to his deflections. Many games he's been a good scoring opportunity there and gets his stick on the puck in front of the net. Back to Nielsen. Nielsen moves it up. Looks for Gagne, but the Mustangs will control it here near their own blue line. Puck drops up to the blue line. The Mustangs will look to carry that out. A little bit scrambly here in the neutral zone, and Siegmiller will dump that deep into Mustangs territory. Gagne with it. Gagne fires that towards the net, intercepted by Mustangs defense. Moved up the half wall. Mustangs do get it out across the blue line. Delmage after it. Delmage, nice job intercepting that clearing attempt. In on net, goaltender makes a nice glove save. Fired down the ice. We'll have an icing call on the Mustangs. Face off back into the netminder's left here. Or right on the screen. Scrambled face off back to the Mustangs defense. Moved up the boards. That's Pittman pinching there, keeping it in for the Flames. Cron looks to get it back to Pittman, but fanned on that. It may have been the best thing to happen because there was some Mcknight players there ready to take off out of their zone. Hartel now on the near boards battling for it, gets back to the point. Fired in on goal. There's Cron looking to deflect the shot. Gets stopped up and shot wide. Now Pittman has the puck just get past him. Now Mcknight races away, 2-on-1 here. Pittman in pursuit. And the pass is intercepted there nicely by our Bow Valley defense. I think that was Schweitzer with the interception, or maybe it was Delaney. I'll have to check the number there. Yes, it was Delaney who made that nice defensive play. Now Delmage with it. Delmage, Cron, and Hartel all looking to move in. Delmage with a shot on goal. Glove saved by the netminder and held for face-off. Mustangs move it up to the blue line. Bow Valley keeps it in, dumps it back in towards the net. Mustangs will look to move out on this side of the ice. Have a little more success there, but that's Jaden Lee who intercepts. Battling with Schmade and Robson, all looking to gain possession back for the Flames. Robson kicks that back. We'll have an offside call if they touch the puck, and they don't. Fired back in, still offside for Mcknight. They'll have to clear the zone before we get a whistle. Now the Mustangs do carry it in across the blue line. Pass in front nicely, and deflection just wide of the net. Now Jaden Lee chasing after it. Deflected off Ewan Schmate. Schweitzer moves it up to Schmate nicely. They'll get that in across the Mustangs blue line. Puck is scooped across to the near boards. Robson after it. Now the puck is reversed across to the right side of the ice. Mustangs carry in. Number 5 there looking to get his stick free for a shot, but he can't. Puck taken away, and now Robson with Gagne and Lee. And on goal, shot by Robson. Wide of the net. Puck behind the net now. Mustangs cleared up the near boards, and they'll have an odd man rush going the other way. 3-on-2. Oh, and just have an offside here now, unfortunately, for the Mustangs. Valley clears that across the blue line to center ice. Mustangs have it at their defense, but move it across. Now the Mustangs pick it up again, picking up across into the Bow Valley zone with a shot just wide of the net. Mustangs up at the blue line again. Deflection. Oh, sorry, that's stopped by the Mcknight forward who was hit by that shot. Looks to be okay. Now Bevins in on goal. Shot off the post. Wicked shot there by Bevins. Going for the top corner, but just a little outside, as they say. Bevins again with it. Bevins takes another shot high up over the net. Puck comes out now to Nielsen. Nielsen looks to move that back in. Grayson Gagne will pick up that pass and tripped up, but no call. Mustangs carrying it out slowly up across the blue line now to center ice. And that will do it for the first period. 4-1 Bow Valley at the end of 1. Second period action here starting. Dalmage, Hartel, and Cron on the offense for the Flames. And we've got Wes Pittman and Braden Delaney, I believe, on defense. Face-off scrambled here in the neutral zone. Picked up by Cron. He'll get that up across the Mustangs blue line. Back behind the net now. Bow Valley with some pressure on. Mustangs move that up now and down the ice. Hartel chasing the Mcknight player. Looks like he'll get there first, and both players will go crashing into the boards. Puck comes out across the blue line to center ice. Covered by Q momentarily. Now the pass will go up to Hartel. See if he can catch that before it goes for an icing. He does. Tries to move that back. Intercepted by the Mustangs. Lee with it. Moves it across on the right boards. Stops up, looks for a teammate to pass. He fires that in front. Taken away by the defense for Mcknight. Dolmage there in after it. Gets it up to Cron. Cron with the shot through. Stopped there by the defense. Knocked away by them from the front of the net. Now moved up by the Mustangs. Lucas McNeans picks that up at his own blue line, and he'll pass that up to Cron, who will collect and move in across the blue line. Cron, 1 against 4 Mustangs players. Tough odds to come out on the good side of. Now McNeans fires that deep in. Bow Valley will clear and head back in on the forecheck. Pass up here on the near boards. Schmate hustling back on the back check. Impedes that Mustangs player. Puck's loose. Now right on the front. Shot. Deflected just wide of the net. Now moved up to Schmate. Schmate can't quite reach that pass. Now back to the line. Schweitzer will move it up to Schmate. Schmate moves that into Mcknight territory. Mustangs will pick it up there. Move it around behind their net. Move it up across the blue line here. Generating some speed across Bow Valley's blue line, and a shot in on goal and a save by Q, and he'll hold that for a face-off. Face off won by the Mustangs. Back to the point. Shot in on goal. Doesn't make it quite all the way through. Mustangs dump that behind Bow Valley net. Back is Nielsen after it. Robson picks it up. Mustangs with it on the near corner. Nielsen pressuring the attacker there. They can't get a shot away. It is dumped back in behind the Bow Valley net, where Nielsen will go after it to pick up and look to move that up to Bevins. Bevins now up to Gagne. Off his skates to the Mcknight defender. Gagne will get there first, it looks like. Gagne with the shot. Saves by the netminder, with Bevins standing there in front of the crease, wide open. Face-off one back to Pittman. He'll dump that back in the corner behind the net. Bow Valley will pick it up. Cron looks to move that in front. Intercepted by the Mustangs, and they'll move down ice. 2-on-1. Moving in towards the net. Shot in on goal. Just wide of the net. Mustangs pass in front. Intercepted by Pittman. He moves that smartly to Cron and over to Dolmage. Dolmage backed up by Cron. Cron up to Hartel. Hartel's pass goes off his stick to the Mustangs. Nice shot. A nice blocker save by Nolan Chu. Mason Dolmage now moving up to cross center ice. Martel has that puck taken away now. The Mustangs move in. Shot in on Chu, and he'll save that and hold for a face-off. Back to the point for the Mustangs. Shot into the slot area. Knocked away by the side of the net. Now Jaden Lee picks it up. He'll skate up across center ice into Mustangs territory. He's with Ewan Schmate. Ewan there for rebound. Oh, nice save by the goaltender. Another rebound shot. Saved by the netminder again. Lee with it. Now Schmate after it. Couple nice saves there by the Mustangs netminder, keeping the game at 4-1. Jumped up to center ice, the Mustangs will pick it up. Mustangs shot in on Chu, and he'll make that save and hold for a face-off. Shot around the near boards. Mustangs will get there first. Dump it back behind Bow Valley net. Flames look to move that up now. Siegmiller after it here in the neutral zone. Moved up the near boards. Robson chips it up to Siegmiller. Siegmiller finds Bevins. He'll get that in across the ice. Bevins spins, gets it over, tries to get that over to Siegmiller. Mustangs will collect that and move up down ice. McNeans cuts off the attack. Dumped up to Robson. And we'll have an icing call on the Flames. Face off one back to the Mustangs blue line. Their point. Person looks to get that towards the net. It's now in front of the net for the Mustangs, so they can't get a shot away. Dolmage away with Cron and Hartel on the ice. Hartel will pick it up in the corner. Looks for Cron. Mustangs intercept and move it up back down ice. Nielsen with it. Nielsen to Hartel. He'll chip that up the boards and it'll get over the boards into the Mustangs bench. Mustangs move in. Shot on goal. Post and out. Mustangs again with it in the slot area. Player gets a shot away. Nice save by Chu. Kicks out that right pad to keep this 4-1 game. Pass up to center ice. Martel after it. Mustangs pick it up there. Mustangs putting on some pressure here. Fired back in. Mustangs will pick up the rebound off the boards. Cron picks it up there and moves it up to center ice, but the Mustangs again turn it back into Bow Valley territory. Martel will move that out. Dumped in and they'll head for a change. Ewan pressuring the Mustangs player here. Dumps back into Mustangs territory. Lee after it on the forecheck. Now Ewan with it. Ewan looks to get a pass out in front. Now Pittman. Pittman stands on that shot. And got a breakaway for the Mustangs. Save by Chu. Amazing blocker save by Nolan Chu there. Keep this a 4-1 game. Pass across through the slot area. Back to the point. Mustang shot. Walks by Pittman. He'll clear that up to Lee. And Lee skates away up across center ice. Into the Mustang zone. Lee cutting in on goal. Can't get a shot away. Now Ewan with it. Ewan with the shot. Just stands on that opportunity. Wes Pittman does a nice job there of stopping the play and carrying it back into Mustangs territory. Moved around to the near boards by the Mustangs. Blocked partially by Bow Valley, but the Mustangs carry it in. 2-on-1 opportunity here. Good shot in, nice save, and the rebound just trickles wide. Nice save by Chu, moving left to right, is able to block that shot. Levi Roll moves it in. Ewan Schmate first on it for the Flames. Ewan battling there with the Mustangs player. Mustangs move it up, but Schweitzer will dump that back into Mustangs territory. Icing call here on the Mustangs. Robson carries it in now on the right wing. Robson chasing now on the forecheck. Kept in there momentarily by Schweitzer, but Steve Miller will pick it up and move it in. Unfortunately, Gagne hadn't cleared the zone yet, so offside call against Bow Valley. McNeans moves that up into the Mustang zone. Robson after it, Siegmiller after it. It comes back out to Schweitzer at the red line. Schweitzer moves it over to Gagne. Gagne finds Siegmiller. Siegmiller moving in 1-on-3 against the Mustangs. Tries to move that in front. Teammates hadn't made it into position just yet, so the Mustangs will pick that up and move it up to their blue line and across into the center ice area. McNean's battling there. Siegmiller pulls it out, fires it around the boards. Now up to Gagne. Gagne chops at it, moves it up to Robson, who gets tripped up there. Unintentionally, I think. Well, Mcknight moving in on goal. Shot wide of the net. Good opportunity there for the Mustangs. Back to the left point. Mustangs dump it back into the near corner. Moved up to Dalmage by Gagne. We've got a penalty here. Head contact on number 5 for the Mustangs. Keeps that in, dumps it behind the net, where Cron will pick it up. Cron looks in front for a teammate. Mustangs intercept that. Dalmage battling for it. Dalmage will gain possession now over to Hartel. Hartel loses it, but Purd after it. Purd with a shot through. Nice save by the netminder and held for a face-off. Conversation here between the ref and the Mcknight coach. So we'll have to wait for that to finish before the face-off. Puck is dropped. Referee now over to take his place, and looks like action will get underway here shortly. Mcknight intercepts that, puck off the face-off, and dumps it down into Bull Valley territory. Mustangs intercept, dump that back in. Nielsen will skate his way up across center ice now into Mcknight territory. And dispossessed there, and Mcknight will dump it down the ice. That was a bit of a miscommunication there between the Bull Valley players. Fired out by the Mustangs, over across the Roll. Roll can't handle the pass, and the Mustangs will clear it down the ice. Pittman after it, up to Schmate. Schmate can't reach that pass. Will head all the way down the ice and played by the netminder, so nullifies the icing call.
Okay, come on, Mustangs!
Blocked there, but shot by Pittman. Comes in front, loose puck, behind the net. And that'll do it for the second period. Injured Mustangs player there. Getting helped off the ice here by the coach. Looks like he's favoring his leg. Hopefully he's okay. Back in action shortly. 1:59 left on the Bow Valley power play. So far, not too much sustained pressure. The Mcknight team was able to score a shorthanded goal there. A bit of miscommunication between Chu and Hartel. Mustangs with it behind their own net. They'll look to clear this out. Still some more time off the clock. Now fired back around behind the net.
Our goalie was Brennan last year.
Fired in front. Just stabbed wide by Siegmiller. Siegmiller now back to the point. Shot in. Deflected. Wide of the net. Back in front. Nice play. Nice save. Nice save there by the Mcknight goaltender on that bang-bang play in front on the Siegmiller. Mustangs control behind their own net, but Bevins will get after it. Bevins comes out in front, deflected out past Schweitzer, I believe. That may be Graydon. My apologies. It is Ashton Schweitzer.
Nice.
Phoenix poked that up to Grayson. Grayson can't get too far with possession, but Siegmiller following up. Puck knocked off his stick. McLean's though back after it, and he'll steal that away from the Mustangs. Look to generate an attack for Bow Valley. McLean's chopped down there. Siegmiller can't keep his own. Back to Perd. Perd up to Grayson Gagne. Gagne will carry it across the blue line. Passes it in front to Siegmiller. Siegmiller and scores! Siegmiller with a spinning, whipping shot with 19 seconds to go on the Mcknight penalty, so the Flames get another one back. Make it 6-2. Mcknight in with a shot. Saved by Chu with the blocker. He's up the near boards. Shot through and deflected wide by Perd. Nielsen with it behind the net. Nielsen moves it up the far boards. Finds Robson. Can't control the puck, but Nielsen will pick it up and skate that up ice. Look for a teammate on the near boards. Mcknight's there though, however Cron intercepts and he'll take that in towards the net. Gets that across in front, but his teammates hadn't taken up position in front as of yet. Cron now with it in the near corner. Cron holding off defenders. Over to Robson. Robson has that puck slip past him. Now he does steal it back off the side of the net. Mustangs pick it up and look to clear the zone. That's intercepted there by Hartel. Hartel will continue to battle and pulls the puck out of the mess there. Over to Cron. Cron in on goal. Nice save. Rebound. 2-on-0 opportunity there for Bow Valley with Cron and Hartel in on goal, and the netminder was able to make that save. Hartel with it. He shoots that back up to Cron. Now it dumps back to Nielsen. Nielsen for Bow Valley. Battling on the near boards. Now it's moved out to center ice. Got a penalty on Nielsen here, looks like. Flag, I believe. Oh, interference? Cross-checking? Oh, no, sorry, interference. Interference call on Colton Nielsen. So Mustangs will go on the power play for 2 minutes. Puck intercepted there by Purd. Purd up to the blue line, but no further. The Mustangs dump it back deep into Bow Valley territory. McMeans gets back to collect. We'll try and clear the puck here. Now Lee does pick it up and he's going to skate away across center ice into the Mustangs territory. Made after it. Mustangs carried in. Look to get a shot away here. Shot wide of the net now. McMeans collects it and will fire it down to the center ice area where Mustangs knock it down and will look to get back into Flames territory. Mustangs are behind the net. McMeans pressuring. Around to the far corner. Puck dumped in front to the slot area. And Easton Purd does a nice job poking that away. Ewan Schmate dumps that down into Mustangs territory and heads in after it on the forecheck. Good pressure there by Schmate. Ewan still after him. Puck dumped out by Pittman. 20 seconds left here in the power play for the Mustangs. Mustangs move into the slot area. It's taken away by Lee, and he will look to clear the zone. He does get it up across the blue line, and it's brought in offside. The referee doesn't blow the whistle and lets them play on. Now the Mustangs carry it in. Shot in on two, and he'll make that save and hold for a face-off in Bow Valley territory. 1 second left here on the power play, so they'll have an odd man face-off opportunity for the Mustangs. Puck up to the blue line. Gagne intercepts now. Further, so that Siegmiller will move it up to Gagne in the Mustang zone. Go back to 5-on-5. Siegmiller moves that in front. But the Mustangs will clear it up to the blue line, but no further. Gagne again with it. Gagne shot. Nice save by the netminder, and he holds that rebound smartly. Good save by the Mustangs goaltender. Pass in front to Gagne. Gagne in alone. Scores. Score 7-2 for the Flames. Gagne will carry that into the Mustangs territory. He'll look to move towards the net. Shot high. The rebound. Siegmiller tried to stab at that one. Just knocked it behind the net. Now back behind the net where the Mustangs will pick it up. Let's get out to center ice. McNeans will fire that back into Mustangs territory. Narrowly missing the referee here. I don't think it was anything personal, but you never know. Mustangs carrying it in now with some speed. McNeans forces his player out to the boards. Now Bevins will pick it up. Bevins moves it up to the blue line. Mustangs intercept. Look to regroup and get back into Bow Valley territory. Grayson with a good stick there, taking the puck away. Back into Mcknight's zone. Now they dump it out. Nielsen here on the near boards picks it up. Sorry, my battery died there, folks, so just changed that over. Didn't miss too much of the time. Mustangs carry it up across center ice into Bow Valley territory. Puck right in front. Chu pokes that away right into the slot where the Bow Valley Flames will pick it up, and now Robson with speed into the Mcknight territory. Mustangs now carry it up into Bow Valley territory. Martel covering for Nielsen. Right in on Chu, and he'll hold that for a face-off. Call here. Not sure what that is for. That may be a penalty from the scoreboard. 2 minutes on the board. Easton Ferd is in the box. Shot in on goal. Nice blocker save by Chu. Puck stumped out. Robson carries it up across center ice. chopped up in the air there. The Mustangs will bring it away, or look to bring it away. Nielsen will bring that in and dump it deep into the Mustang zone, killing a few more seconds off this penalty. Offside on the Mustangs. Martel will pull that away. Skate into Mcknight's zone. Pass out front. Lee will collect it there. Bull Valley on the penalty kill, doing a good job keeping the puck out of their zone, but now the Mcknight Mustangs carry it in. Nice stick there by McMeans. Comes up to center ice. Now back fired in by the Mustangs, and McMeans will collect it there, and he'll rip it up to center ice again, and the defender just kicks it down calmly. Mustangs bring it in again. Comes up to center ice. Mustangs will regroup. And this time this defender will carry it into the zone, gets a shot through, just wide of the net. Means again will clear up to the blue line. Martel pokes that past the defender out to neutral ice territory. Puck stumps down now. Mcknight after it. Now Mcknight will rush in with an opportunity here on the power play. It's poked away. We're 5-on-5. Jaden Lee gets that up to the blue line. We'll carry that up into center ice area. Now across Mcknight's territory and an offside call against the Flames. Gagne with it, racing in. Gagne, Siegmiller, and Bevins had a good game, good performance for that line today. Good save there by Chu, and the rebound does sneak past him. The rebound there got just past his right leg. Couldn't quite stretch out long enough. Face off. Scrambled there in the center ice area. Gagne loses footing. Bull Valley looking to just maintain the status quo here. Now up to Bevins. He'll skate that across the blue line. A big slap shot. Kicked out by the right pad of the Mustangs netminder. Siegmiller after it. Siegmiller turning away. Tries to find Gagne. Into Bevins. Pittman will hold that in. He backhands that towards the net. Behind the net there, it's stuck on the post for the netminder. Whistle blows. It wasn't necessarily covered, but froze in there, I guess, against the post. Robson pokes that behind the net. Dolmage after it. Delmage, Cron, and Robson on the forward line. Nielsen and Ferd on defense. Mustangs pull it out of trouble there. Nielsen will pick it up in the neutral zone. Passes that up to Delmage. Delmage up to Cron. Cron with Robson. Cron over to Robson. Robson will go wide, dump that towards the net. Easily sticked away by the Mustangs goaltender. Mustangs up to the blue line. And they do get it out now. Here's a 2-on-1 opportunity shaping up. Now 1-on-2 as Ferd gets back with Nielsen to defend. Have a penalty here on Nielsen. Penalty on Nielsen, 2 minutes. Puck dumped down the ice by Bow Valley. Mustangs look to mount an offensive attack here. There's 2 minutes to go in the third period of this bronze medal game. Shot wide of the net, rebound. Hughes sort of blocked up there in the crease, but no real danger develops there. Lee battling. Delaney's battling. Shot wide of the net. Delaney. That's a cross check. There's 1 minute left in Nielsen's penalty, and then we've got, looks like coincidental minors for roughing or something. So still 5-on-4. Mustangs to the power play. Gagne chops that up to center ice. He'll take that into the offensive zone. And a shot off the side of the net. Pass over by the Mustang. Shot. Good opportunity there. Shot wide of the net. Pittman. Under a minute to go here, 35 seconds in the third period. Mustangs will look to mount an attack here and try and get one more here maybe before the game ends. Getting a little chippy out there.
Drop it like it's hot.
maybe this signal over to Hartel. Another penalty here. For tripping on Easton Bird. Off down in Bow Valley zone with 5 seconds to go. Player of the game for Mcknight. I think that'll do it, folks. Nice chatting with you over the weekend.